We are back with another video. Before we get into the video, like, comment, and subscribe to our rebrand channel, the Tea on the Streets, and we got a lot to discuss. Cardi B kind of throws herself under the bus. She responded to allegations against Stefan Diddy and her father. She responded to a fan that says she really shouldn't be talking, LOL, and they posted a screenshot of the allegation against Stefan Diddy choking his chef. She said, not once has that woman said anything to me about being touched. Not once. Mind you, we was talking every single day until she left the house and she just wrote me this. But I'm gonna let the courts handle shit. And when it gets handled, I want all y'all talking shit on your fucking knees with apologies just as loud as the way y'all have been harassing over a lie. And I'll put that on my 2-month-old son in the name of the Lord. That's how confident I am. Now, the text message reads, I'm so sorry, I can't talk to you. I didn't say that, especially in the way it was written. Please contact my mediator and she will answer anything you need to know, but only in person and confidently, Lynette. So basically, I guess, the chef is referring to her saying that basically the girlfriend told her that, she was being dramatic and trying to convince her not to press charges on Stefan Diddy, which allegedly was Cardi B. Now, Cardi B thinks that this is evidence proving that her and Stefan Diddy are innocent. I don't feel like it's really evidence. I feel like you just made yourself more complicit. And it shows that you definitely contacted the victim. Okay? Because what you messaging her for in regards to her testimony or her statement that she sent to the courts. Okay? Are you even allowed to do that? I think Cardi B is probably one of the dumbest people on earth. That logically made no sense. You just made yourself look more guilty. Then she responded to a fan that said, everyone's favorite go-to source of information claims that Cardi B's father is an SO. And check the court docs. Public record doesn't lie. Cardi B responded and said, first thing first, my dad never been arrested in this country. Okay. She didn't say overseas though. She said in this country, you got to, peep how she's wording things. She said, my dad is an immigrant from the Dominican Republic. He would be deported if he committed such a disgusting crime. I don't know why y'all like playing these games just for you to be fake mad when I post who got the real mugshots, aka Ckiminaj. Okay, so she has threatened to post Nicki Minaj's mugshots, and she said real evidence, or she could be talking about Kenneth Petty. Some people are saying that she could be talking about Nicki Minaj or Kenneth Petty. And then she said, real evidence and real cases for RAPE. Okay, so she definitely talking about Kenneth, because Nicki Minaj has never R'd anyone. Then she says, stop playing with me and my family and leave me the F alone before I start some shit today. Then she responded to another fan that said, here she go. She gonna hide her hand when she gets popped though. And she said, here she go what? Why do y'all do this? It gotta be a study done on how y'all like to gaslit and start shit. Then when you get a response, try to tuck your effing tail and claim everybody else obsessed when they've been minding their business. Why don't y'all leave people alone? Every day as fans, y'all do this shit and I don't say anything, but I don't play when it comes to my family. Leave me alone. Then she said, y'all trying to spread this ish all day yesterday. Y'all know I don't play about my family. Now when I start suing people, then what? What type of deranged people like to play around with RAPE? I forgot the whole crew over there got a kink for that. Just effing weirdos. So I guess she's shading the barb, saying that they got a kink for that. So I guess that's what she's trying to say. But you know who also might have a kink? Allegedly, Stefan Diddy. Because he got several SA and domestic violence cases, Cardi B. So the kink might be in your bedroom too. Now, moving on to Megan Thee Stallion briefly. As it was previously reported, Megan Thee Stallion said she wanted Milagro to give her $68,000 on top of the $59,000 that she was awarded for the lawsuit she filed against Milagro. Unfortunately, the judge just denied Megan Thee Stallion's bill of cost motion for Milagro to pay all these extra fees. The court ruled that request was premature because Megan's team is still challenging the validity and scope of the final judgment through post-trial motions. As a result, the court will not require Milagro to pay any additional costs or fees unless and until the appeal is resolved, whenever that may be. Okay? So unfortunately, it looks like Megan Thee Stallion has taken another L, like usual, for trying to have Milagro pay an additional $68,000. Okay? So let me know how y'all feel about that. Now, moving on from that, Cardi B goes on a major alleged coke rant. She throws herself under the bus tremendously, but a lot of fans feel like she is also subliminally siding with Nicki Minaj.
Drug and rob. I'll rob niggas again. I don't give a and I'll rob them for real. And fuck niggas. I hate men. I don't give a I hate men and I don't give a fuck. I'll rob them motherfuckers. Dirty ass motherfuckers. Thing ain't no mugshots, no nothing out there. And that is a fact. I don't play that shit. I don't play that shit. I will kill a nigga with my motherfucking hands. Then you wonder why y'all fucking faces talking about homophobic shit. Cause the shit that you be saying. And not this fucking copy bitch ass. Everybody know who the fuck is behind this page. So if you don't want me to start posting pictures and information on my page and really make you go viral, stop playing. I want whoever be behind these pages, look at yourself in the mirror and be like, I'm a fucking weirdo. I fucking make up lies because I'm fucking bored. I don't have no fucking friends. My family don't fuck with me and I'm undeveloped. Walking around with motherfucking pink hair being a fucking predator. So my tour is selling great. Album is selling great. And nobody needs that for no fuck. You're gonna lose again. I promise you that. Bald-headed, obsessed bitch. That's how I be having these fucking people though. Obsessed. They be fucking obsessed. Bitch, send me a check so I could go buy me a bracelet, bitch. Bitch, you're so miserable. You gotta be coming online to harass people and lie about people because you gotta fucking take care of your fucking kids because your fucking husband is just fucking there. Your husband is your employee. Facts. All mad bread to taxes, and that is a fact. Begging the IRS and shit, and that is a fact. But somebody said Erica fighting for her life trying to do Cardi makeup. I am. My dad never been arrested in life. You could look everything up about my pappy. Matter of fact, you could look up everything and anything up about my family. Ain't no.
So let me know how y'all feel about that alleged coke rant, okay? One thing it seems like, in my opinion, that her and Stefan Diddy are having some issues because how you hate men, how you hate niggas, but you get knocked up by a nigga every other year, okay? Every month you pregnant. So if you hate men so much, how comes you never keep your legs close to them? Does that make any sense, Cockroach B? That doesn't make any sense to me, Bacteria. Then she says she hate men. She would drug and rob them again. Is nobody going to call her out for that? So basically, it's okay for Cardi B to say that she will drug and rob men. I bet you if Diddy, 50, Nicki, anybody else say something like that, they would be getting canceled. So it's okay for Cardi B to say how she would drug and rob men, but nobody's gonna check her for that. I think that's kind of odd. Okay? If a man said that about a woman, y'all would be canceling them expeditiously. Okay? So Cardi B, you will have to receive 50,000 lashes for that. Then she said that basically Nicki Minaj was homophobic. And the reason why she's homophobic is because of her own fans. Okay. I don't know how that logically makes sense, but in my opinion, I think Cardi B is homophobic, and that's why she said it. Okay, there was a time where she was saying slurs against the gay community, and she publicly apologized. The only reason why she apologized is because she didn't want to get canceled, and she knows that a lot of her fans are gay. So that's the reason why she definitely apologized. But I feel like it's not fair how she gets away with certain things, but other celebrities don't. But we got to understand that Cardi B's not black. And when you're a non-black woman, you will get away with certain things. Now, in regards to her and Stefan Diddy, I definitely feel like they're having some sort of issues, regardless of what either one of them says. Because how are you saying you hate men, but you with one right now? So you hate the person you with? That makes no sense. So I feel like something must have happened between them. And that's why she's going on this alleged coke rant. He probably got a new chef that he might be smashing. And, she had to keep tabs on all the side chicks, and there's too many of them in his home. Okay. And then she talking about people's kids. She talking about Tasha K's kids. Let somebody bring up Ocean and festivities, then it'll be a problem. You talking about Tasha K's kids, but if we bring up Wildflower, it's a problem. Now, moving on from that, Rihanna is reportedly set to perform at Copacabana Beach in Brazil this year. She will also release her first album in 10 years this year. I don't know if I believe anything about Rihanna doing anything. She looked real comfortable in Barbados. She does not look like she gearing up to perform. Okay? No shade. She do not look like she gearing up to do nothing. Okay? And even if she perform, we got to understand that Rihanna has a lot of hits. She is an icon in the game, but she's never been that girl that was that great at performing. Let's just be honest, okay? So, I think some of the stuff is wishful thinking. I think she might drop a song. I wouldn't even be shocked if she dropped an album full of AI music, because that's what it's going to give. It's going to give AI. I don't think it's going to really give that she was in the studio making music. I think it's giving writers an AI for Rihanna. But let me know if you guys would be excited to see her perform. I don't know. I feel like Rihanna, from how it's been looking, I don't think she's ready to perform anywhere except in ASAP The Colorist bedroom. That's the only time she want to give a full performance. And then after that performance, she get knocked out. Now, moving on from that, Billboard predicts that Kendrick Lamar's GNX as the 2026 Grammy winner for Album of the Year. They said, but there was also reasons to think Lamar will win, starting with the fact that he has been nominated 4 previous times in this category as a lead artist and has yet to win. How many times can the voters pass over him? Also, no hip-hop album has won in that category since Outkast's Speakerboxxx The Love Below 22 years ago. Both the genre and the artist are overdue for a win here. So let me know if you guys agree or disagree. Do you feel like Kendrick Lamar will take home Album of the Year? Because I believe last year he won Song of the Year and Record of the Year. One of the two. But will he win Album of the Year this year for GNX? Now, Mariah the Dummy will be receiving 50,000 lashes. The other day, Hazel E posted a fire emoji under a photographer's Instagram. It wasn't even under Young Thug. It was under a photographer's Instagram of a video of Young Thug. Okay? And so then Mariah, the insecure scientist, said, which part is fire? Hazel E responded and said, the aesthetic. Hazel E also responded to a fan that said, he shot me too, talking about the photographer, and said, I commented on the photographer's page about the aesthetic of his work. Little girls be showing their insecurities. Girl, don't nobody want this man but her. Okay, so that's what Hazel E said. Now, Mariah decided a few days later to comment under Young Thug's Instagram and say, I hate when people look at you. And Thug responded and said, no one's looking, baby mama. Didn't he just propose? Why is he calling you baby mama? And he proposed for you to be his wife. See, the disrespect is already out there. Mariah the clown is receiving 50,000 lashes because you're so insecure that people can't even comment under his fucking page. You dumb little bitch. Are you fucking slow? He's a celebrity. Now, do I think Hazel E most of the time is very thirsty? Yes. But Young Thug is ugly. You crying over a turd. You need to pipe down and focus on your career because no shade, but the song that you just put out, the song is called Burning Blue. Like, you didn't get no Grammy nominations. Yeah, it charted, but you didn't really get the recognition that you deserve for that song, and it's because you too obsessed with a man. You male-centered, okay? Just like Cardi B. You need to focus on your career before it gets snatched from you. But anyway, I got some very hot tea on 50 Cent, Diddy, Sydney Sweeney, Timothy Chalamet on Patreon. Link will be in the description. I hope you guys have a great day.